Hello everyone, and welcome to today's webinar where we're going to talk about using Houzz as a remodeler. I'm really excited to have you here with me for the next 30 minutes or so. Really quick before we jump into today's talk, in case you're not familiar with Surefire and who we are located in Northern Virginia, and we actually just moved to a new office this week, and we're still getting settled in here. We help businesses drive visibility through all channels on the web so they can continue to grow with ease. Our mission is to educate contractors on a number of topics that can help you succeed and in turn help the industry grow. We want to know who you are too, so let us know where you're joining us from today and what you specialize in. You can do that by using the question box in the control panel, which is on the right-hand side of your screen. And a few quick reminders, you'll get the recording of this chat next week, and please feel free to ask any questions, make comments, or let me know how I'm doing by using the questions box. Because you're on the webinar right now, you have a chance to win a Google Home Hub that we'll be giving away at the very end of today's talk, so don't leave early. And this is me. My name is Michelle Lettmann, and I'm a Houzz certified marketer and part of the marketing team here at Surefire Local. We have a lot to go over today. I'm going to first lay the foundation by walking you through why having an online presence is a must in today's digital world. And then next, I'm going to shift focus to Houzz and what Houzz offers you. Then to round it up, I'll share 4 easy steps to get started and 9 tips to help you along your Houzz journey. But first, I want to ask you a question. How are you using Houzz? And I'm going to launch a quick poll because I want to know if you are or are not using it. So take a second here to let me know. That's great. A lot of you are using it, some aren't, but that's totally fine. Alrighty, we'll give this a few more seconds here. Alrighty, well, we got a mix here, and that's great. But, okay, so let's jump into our first segment here and talk about your online presence. Here at Surefire, we have a saying, your online presence is more than your website. We get to work with remodelers all across the country, and where many fall short is in understanding what their online presence is. They know they need a website, they're on Facebook, they've heard about Nextdoor and YouTube, but they aren't sure where it ought to be and how it all works together. Well, it's becoming more and more important as word-of-mouth referrals are becoming word-of-mouth referrals, and homeowners are turning to the internet to find a local remodeler near them. While your website is like your home on the internet, there is a lot more to it. This is evident when you discover that most traffic that you are getting now is coming from sites other than your website. They'll search for you on Google. From there, they'll find your Facebook page, Twitter feed, Google My Business listing, a conversation about your business on Nextdoor, and so on. They'll ask their smart speakers like Alexa, Siri, or Google Home. Your online presence is made up of all the places your business appears online and the information found there. The key to making this all work is making sure your online information is correct in all the places. No matter where someone looks, they'll find an active phone number, a form that works, or email that reaches your team. So today, we're going to talk specifically about Houzz. So why Houzz, you may be asking yourself. Houzz was created for homeowners as a place to easily find nearby contractors to help with exactly what they're looking for. Homeowners are busy, they want visuals, and to see exactly what they're getting their money into. Houzz provides that with projects and idea books, which I'll get more to in a bit. Houzz has become the largest community for home design and improvement. It's home to more than 50 million homeowners, and there are over 1.5 million businesses using it to win more local projects. If you're questioning if Houzz is really a place to be on, just take a look at Google Trends. Homeowners are fascinated by Houzz, and it's been trending since 2011. Here's Houzz's mission in action. Here's a search I did in my area, Vienna, Virginia. Look at how specific you can get with the types of kitchen and bath projects. Not only is there kitchen and bath, but there's home extensions, outdoor kitchen construction, basement remodeling, cabinet installation, etc. I think you get the idea. Houzz doesn't just help homeowners find a remodeler near them. Houzz helps homeowners find exactly what they are looking for. Houzz really has 5 layers to it. It's first and foremost a visual community where they can see your past and present work. It's also a resource to homeowners where they can read about proper home maintenance tips. They're able to find advice through question boards and able to search for remodelers near them. In some cases, they're also able to buy projects directly on Houzz. Now I want to get into how it fits into your online presence. A client of ours who is a top-rated remodeler, Hatfield Builders down in Dallas, has a fantastic online presence, so I wanted to use them as an example. Let's take a look at the first page of Google search results for the company. So the first organic result you find is their website. Next, their Yelp listing appears. By the way, I should mention Surefire and Yelp have teamed up for a webinar in a few weeks, and we will be sharing more details on that soon. Then there's Facebook business page. Notice their review rating and number of online reviews they have on each of these listings so far. And then keep going down a little bit, and you find their BBB listing, and then Angie's List. And then there's Houzz. This is all on page 1 of Google. Notice how no other companies appear here. This business completely owns the search results for their business. That's what happens when you claim your business on as many online directories as possible. And it's not just about claiming your business profile, but actively using them by sharing content like project photos, special offers, and asking for reviews. So that's your online presence. How are we doing so far? Let me know if you have any questions in the question box, if you want me to circle back to anything you might have a question about. Now let's get started on setting you up on Houzz. So bear with me if you already have a profile. I may even have something new for you to add. But for those that don't, step 1 is to claim and set up your profile. Houzz makes it very easy for you. Just visit houzz.com/pro and click on Create Free Professional Profile. Then it's a matter of adding your information, company name, the category that best fits your business, your location, and contact information. Then add in the services you offer. Remember earlier when I shared the screenshot of how specific I can search for? Here's where you can make sure your business gets placed in these results. Go ahead and add everything that you want to rank for. And then you want to do the same for your service areas. One of the questions we hear the most from new customers getting started with us is how they can increase their online visibility beyond just their physical address. Houzz is one way to do that. Even though your business may be located in, let's say, Falls Church, Virginia, Houzz lets you expand beyond that to all of the surrounding areas. The search radius on Houzz can go up to 50 miles away. Now, most cases you won't want to be found 50 miles away, but depending on your area, you may want to be visible within 25 to 30 miles from your location. Then you want to connect your Houzz profile with your website by adding the URL. Add a description about your business, any awards you've earned, and upload a logo. You can go one of 2 ways. Add your company logo to your profile, or add a photo of your team wearing some company swag to make your profile a little bit more personable. If you want to get more in-depth, you can add the average job cost of your projects to your profile too. If you have photos handy, this is the best time to create your first project with leads, which leads me into my second step. Step 2 is to organize your photos as a project. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Houzz is one of the most visual platforms out there where homeowners can see whether or not they love your work. And by setting up your photos as projects, you're ensuring they're able to be found in search. And it's important to be consistent. You want every photo uploaded to be the best representation of your business. If the photo isn't high quality or one you don't absolutely love, do not upload it. And then from your profile view, it's easy as clicking on New Project. As you'll see throughout this presentation, Houzz does a pretty good job about giving you advice and recommendations along the way. Here's what you'll see when you start a new project. They give you a great list of photos of do's and don'ts. You want your photos to be large and high quality so that they don't appear blurry once they're uploaded. Once you upload your photos, you're able to add a ton of relevant information. Information like the type of services being displayed, a link to your website where they can learn more, the location where the work was performed, a detailed description of the work that was done, and keywords that help it get ranked in search. The budget, which is optional, and even more details. The more details you can add, the better, because what it does is increase your chances of appearing in their search. Their directory highlights photos and local projects. For each of these remodelers, I'm able to see photos of recent projects of theirs and see that they performed work in my area. Take Alaire Homes in Arlington, for example. They've done 29 projects in Arlington and have 42 reviews. I would feel pretty confident that they can help me and that they'll do the job well. Here's another that I wanted to highlight for you. See that their location is in Bethesda, Maryland, and yet I can see that they've done 18 projects in Arlington, Virginia. They've accomplished appearing in a search result that is further out than their location because they've set up their profile correctly by tagging all the areas around them that they service. And I can see that they have 66 reviews on Houzz, so this is another reputable remodeler I can try out. And speaking of reviews, step 3 is to request and respond to any reviews you get on Houzz. The folks over at Houzz understand the importance of online reviews, which is why they've made it really easy for you to request reviews on their platform. You're able to connect Houzz with your list of contacts for easy access or add contacts manually. To send a review, you just add their email address. Houzz lets you send a request to multiple people at the same time. Just be careful that your request applies to everyone. In the message, you want to make sure it is as personable as possible, so it may be best not to bulk send review requests. You can send multiple requests to people in the family if you work closely with more than one person during the duration of the project and feel comfortable speaking to the whole family. And I want to point out the advice alongside the right side of the page here. Again, Houzz is providing great tips for you to help you get the most out of their community. Here's a quick snippet on why you need reviews. Customers are relying on these reviews when deciding which contractor to pick. The more reviews your profile has, the higher chances of it being found by potential new customers. And you should send a review request to any and all customers that are happy and love the work you've done. When you ask for a review, an email is sent to the client that includes a link to write a review on Houzz. Once the review is written, it's then submitted to the people at Houzz for approval, and this is a key step because it safeguards your business from receiving any negative spam reviews of clients who just want to ruin your reputation, or from people who get a kick out of giving one-star reviews to companies they've never even had contact with before. Once approved, that review becomes public and visible on your profile, and you're sent an email letting you know about the good news. If you're wondering what to write as the message, details are very key. Ask your clients what they love most about the project and how their lives are made easier and more enjoyable because of the work you've done for their home. And as always, we encourage our customers and all businesses to post thank yous to all reviews earned. Home improvement projects are naturally very personable. You're working on their home, being around their family. Writing a thank you and making it personable and human helps showcase that your business really does care about its clients. They're not just another number on the list. All right, let's take a quick break here. How are we doing so far? Don't forget to use the question box to submit your questions about Houzz or any digital marketing related materials, and we are here to help. All right, I'm going to take a brief pause to talk about Surefire and our marketing cloud. Everything I've talked about so far, your online presence, project photos, reviews, expanding your online visibility beyond your physical location is all a part of what we help our customers with every day. They're able to do all of this by using the Surefire Cloud, which is the first local marketing automation platform built specifically for the home services industry, and we'd love to show it to you. I'm going to launch a poll right now. There you go. And you can select either Monday and Tuesday of next week, or you can select to be emailed and we'll reach out to you to find a time that best fits in your schedule. During the call, we'll share with you a handful of recommendations that can help you improve your online presence right away. This is a great opportunity to see how partnering with a digital marketing company can make a huge impact on your marketing efforts, and the peace of mind knowing you have an experienced partner there to help you every step of the way with your website, ratings, and reviews, Google Ads, social media. I'll give the poll another few seconds here, and then I will move forward. Alrighty, I'm going to close up. You have another chance at the end to answer again, so if you didn't get a chance this time, you'll get one more. All right, now on to step 4. Engage in discussions and use idea books. Idea books are probably one of my favorite features on Houzz. It takes project albums to the next level. With idea books, you're able to save inspiration and organize them into similar designs. You can make them public or private depending on how you want to use them. The coolest part about idea books is that you're able to use them to collaborate with clients. You can even give them homework to find designs and photos of what they have in mind for their project, because oftentimes what the client has pictured in their mind isn't always what you have in mind, or what's even possible. This way you can get your clients involved and invested in the project by working alongside you to put together a plan. Another way to use idea books is to showcase them during meetings with potential new clients. You can bring up an idea book you've worked with their neighbor down the street and talk through the process they went through to help ease any concerns they have about saying yes to the project. You can sort by client and search for something specific in your idea books. I think this is one of the best ways to build a meaningful relationship with your client. There's also discussion boards, which are an integral part of the house community. Homeowners are asking questions, hoping that someone will come to the rescue. You can be their hero by sharing all the knowledge and expertise you've acquired over your years in business. And you don't always have the option to engage in discussion boards with homeowners, but also other remodelers. See what challenges others are facing and how they're overcoming them. Talk about new trends and technologies that may change the game for projects. Now, let's do a quick recap before moving to our final segment of the day. We've covered the importance of having an online presence, what Houzz offers you, and the 4 steps to get the most out of Houzz. Now, to close things out, I want to share 9 tips to help you with everything I've covered so far. I'm going to start at the top and work down to the most important tip I want to leave you with today. So tip number 9 is to encourage your clients to use the Houzz Chrome extension to save photos they find online that they love to the idea book you're working on together. You can save any photo on any website. Tip number 8 is when it comes to your Houzz profile, you want the description to really tell your story. Make it as exciting as possible and really play up your location and how you can help improve their lives by improving their homes. Here's a profile of a local roofing business, and you can see you can see here that they have a great detailed description and list out all the areas they serve, the services they offer, and the certification and awards they've earned. The description is a focal point of your profile, so it doesn't hurt to add as much information here as possible. Tip number 7 is to personalize your review request. I touched on this a little bit before, but here are a few recommendations to personalize your message. Ask them how they're doing a particular part of what you did. If you're strategic, you can collect reviews that talk about all areas of the project and can be really specific and detailed, more so than having a ton of positive reviews that say your work is great but don't offer more specifics. If you're able to build a strong relationship with your clients, ask them how their family is enjoying their new home. Ask about their home, how their home is standing up against the bad weather too, or anything like that. All these are perfect for making sure your reviews are diverse and each offers value. Speaking about specifics, tip number 6 is to be specific with location and description in every photo you upload to Houzz. The more specific you are, the more Houzz knows about the photo and can rank it accordingly. Think about it. From their perspective, they're far more likely to show a remodeler's profile that has photos clearly labeled than someone else who just uploaded a photo but didn't go any further. Tip number 5 is to get the client involved and invested in the project. Make them a part of the process, and just not by a bystander that watches. The more they're committed, the better it'll be for both you and them. And make it fun and a game. If you're working with a couple, invite husband and wife to compete against each other with their idea books, and the one who has a better idea wins a Starbucks gift card or something along those lines. Tip number 4, if you don't feel comfortable engaging in conversations with other contractors, I still recommend that you check in on what they're talking about. It could be a great source to learn new ideas and see what's working for others, and think about how that might also work for your business. Maybe it's a change to an industry standard or a new technology that is helping make a process easier. There's a lot you can do just by reading others' conversations. And tip number 3 is to showcase any awards or associations you are a part of. These are signs that let homeowners know they can trust that you are a reputable business and that you won't take their money and run. And this is a really great one. I love this tip. Tip number 2 is to utilize the sketch tool. You can design a room to match your client's needs, either with your own photos or the photos that house provides. They even have pricing that comes along with each item you place into the room so that you can give an estimated price of the project. You can bring your client's vision to life right before their eyes. This one is a lot of fun. I was playing around with this earlier today, and you're probably going to find me playing with it later too. And my tip number 1 is to connect your website and house together, because at the end of the day, it's important to create a cohesive online presence that is all connected together so that your online information is correct everywhere. Remember, you're able to add your website URL when setting up your profile, but you can also do so from the other side of the coin by adding a link to your house profile on your website like Hatfield Builders does. And last but not least, I do have a bonus tip here for you. One of the most important things you can do is to educate homeowners. Most homeowners only know that they need their a remodeling project done. They don't know the pros and cons to different materials and which ones make the most sense in their home. This is where you can share project photos that help homeowners to visualize different materials, as well as articles with tips on choosing the right type of remodeling project for their house and home maintenance tips to keep their home protected. And there you have it. I hope you've learned something new today and have an idea for adding house to your online portfolio. To maximize your house profile, you should add a complete description with services offered and areas served. Upload and share your best project photos, get reviews, use idea books to encourage collaboration with clients, and join in on the conversations taking place as a resource to grow both personally and professionally. And I want to leave you with one more parting thought as you plan for 2019 and think about your digital marketing. And excuse my bad attempt at a pun here. My coworker Steve helped build out this presentation with me. But for the future is now, and it is cloudy. What I mean by that is more and more businesses are turning to technology and tools to improve the efficiencies of their business. But there's a big hurdle to overcome. If you've never seen this chart before, it includes all of the companies who offer marketing tools and technologies. 6,829 to be exact. And hey, look, there's Surefire Local. It's kind of like Where's Waldo? It boils down to finding the right technology that makes your life easier, not harder, when it comes to managing your online presence and the day-to-day activities. And technology that makes it easy to manage everything you have to think about in one place. Things like your website, online directories, ratings and reviews, Google Ads, social media, content creation, analytics, and your lead generation. This is the latest breakdown of what goes into determining local search results, because all of these play a factor in how visible you are in local search. And that's the value of partnering with a company like Surefire Local, to take that worry off your hands and to help you along the way. Our marketing platform can integrate with the top technologies out there to ensure you're working with a tool that really provides value. When you partner with Surefire, you're also partnering with an A team of companies and tools that cover all areas of the business. And wouldn't it be nice to have one tool that makes this easy to understand what's going on and how everything is performing? That's what the Surefire Cloud can do for you. From the dashboard, you get a snapshot of how well you're doing in terms of number of leads generated, number of online reviews earned, and an average star rating during a given time period compared to other remodelers in your area. It brings in Google Analytics and shows you how your website is performing and the top search terms you're appearing for. It shows how accurate your online listings are across the web and lets you add and edit your information across over 70 online listings in just one click. And it brings in your reputation by letting you see the most used keywords in all of your reviews and social media analytics. So, there's my pitch for why you should get on a call with Surefire Local. At our core, we really are all about helping you in your business. And I'm going to launch that poll that I mentioned that I was going to launch again. So if you would like to get on a call on either Monday or Tuesday of next week, or if we should email you to find a time that fits into your schedule, please select that one. This call comes with no strings attached and is a great opportunity for you to learn some new ideas and ways to grow through marketing your business online. So take a second here to answer the poll, and then we will move on to the Google Home, the Google Home Hub winner. And we had a good question come in from Chris, and your question was, so everyone else can hear, with reviews on Facebook, Google, Houzz, Yelp, etc., how do you know which site review to ask for? In other words, which site has the biggest impact on customers, as you can ask them to review you on multiple review sites? That is a wonderful question, Chris, and it's one we get a lot. We like to recommend to first start with Google because those reviews are by far the most visible. Then focus on other places like Facebook, Houzz, and Yelp. Go one by one. Get a few reviews on one platform, then move to the next, and then the next, and repeat the cycle. What you're doing is getting reviews across all the platforms so that whichever a particular homeowner prefers, you have a presence there. And in the off chance you have 0 reviews on Yelp, but get a 1-star review, your reputation there won't be ruined. By getting a few reviews on each platform and building it up slowly, you can build a solid foundation for your reputation. Alrighty, and thank you everyone else for your questions, but since we are a little bit short on time, I will be more than happy to take your questions and send you a personal email with the answers. So, I'm going to close up the poll now. Thank you everyone for selecting your answers. Okie doke. Who's ready for the announcement of today's Google Home Hub winners? This is a brand new product by Google that combines visual research with their voice assistant. They've been marketing it heavily with some pretty creative commercials, if you've seen them. So today's Google Home Hub winner is Cynthia Pina. Congratulations, Cynthia. Please send your mailing address to marketing@surefirelocal.com and we will ship that right out to you. So thank you for joining me on today's webinar and this tour of Houzz and your online presence. And before you leave, could you please do me a favor? When we close out the webinar room, you'll be prompted to a survey, and let me know what you thought about today's talk and how you think I did. Also, feel free to write to us any questions that come to mind and suggest topics for our upcoming webinars, because we use your feedback to plan our upcoming webinar schedule. Thank you again, and I hope you guys have a great afternoon.